Hey guys, it's Hope. Today I am here to share with you all of my drugstore foundations that I own. I'm doing a review on every single one of them. I am going to include the 2 BB creams that I own because I'll put those in at the end, but I like them like foundation. 13 drugstore foundations to share with you, and I am going to do a little review on each and every single one of them. Let's hop right in and get started. The first one is the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-Hour Long Wear Foundation. This one is, well, I added that long wear in there. It's just a 25-hour with Comfort Serum Foundation. I have it in the shade 100 Ivory. I feel like this one adds a medium coverage. It can be built up, can probably be a full if you build it up enough. And this is my favorite drugstore foundation. It's just so natural. It's like $6. It makes your skin look like skin. That's what I love about it. I talk about this one a lot, so I'm not going to talk about it too much, but one of my favorites, and I have repurchased that. The next one is the Revlon Colorstay Foundation. You guys, I finally repurchased this. I've been talking about that for a while now, and I just absolutely adore this foundation. It's another one of my favorites. It is too light for me right now. I kind of got my winter shade, so if I wear this now, I'll mix it in, but I have a bunch of foundations that are for summer, so I'm trying to use those while it's summertime. And this is probably my second favorite drugstore foundation because it's so nice. It's like 10 bucks, so it's $9.99 or something. It's a little bit more spendy, but this is another one that is, you can build up to a full. It's a medium coverage, probably can build to a full, and it just adds just a nice, I don't know, it just makes your skin look really good, and so I really like this one. I have it in normal to dry, and I have it in the shade 150 Buff, and I just really love this one. Another one that I've been talking about, or I talked about for a while, it's a little light for me now, the Sonia Kashuk Soft Focus Satin Matte Foundation in the shade 02 Vanilla. This is an awesome foundation also. This one's a little more expensive. It's about 13 bucks, $12, $13, and I think that this one adds just a nice full coverage. This is a very, well, let's say medium to full. You can build it up to a full, and that's what I like. This is a matte foundation, so if you are oily, you would like this. I just think this is a nice finish on your skin. In one of my videos, I had mentioned how it might be a little bit heavy, or how it might be like full coverage, like I wouldn't wear it to school. And I didn't mean that or saying like that it's too heavy. It's like a heavy foundation that I would never wear. I was just saying like for school, I usually don't wear like a lot of foundation and stuff. I just don't. I just put on like a little concealer. If I do, I just do like a natural one. And so that's what I was talking about. I didn't really want like a full-on matte, full coverage, or medium, whatever coverage foundation. If I would wear something, I'd want something lighter. So that's what I meant by when I had said this. Because some people were like, I don't think it's heavy at all. I didn't mean it like that. It's a nice matte fuller coverage, medium to full coverage foundation, and so if you're looking for that, you would like this. More that I like is the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. I have not worn this foundation in quite a few weeks actually. I have it in the shade Porcelain. It's a little too light for me. It's pretty good for the winter. I can get deeper now, but the next one up, maybe in mixing this would be better. There's only like 4 shades. That's a bummer. It comes with a pump though, which is awesome. This is about $6, and yeah, oh, by the way, the Sonia Kashuk one has a pump. The only one that doesn't have a pump is this Revlon one. I mean, Rimmel one, but I can get past it because I love it. This is another very awesome foundation just for a nice natural finish on the skin. It's SPF 15 in it, and it just adds a nice layer to your skin that makes your skin look like skin, but it also just looks really good. So I really like this, and it's just a natural finish. I think these all have SPF in it. SPF 20, except for this Sonia Kashuk one, I don't think it does. This one has SPF 20. This is the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Foundation. This is a skin transforming foundation in the shade 20 Classic Ivory. This is a little too dark for me in the winter, but it's perfect for me in the summer. I did get this in like April, so I hadn't had a chance to wear it until around now, and I really do like it. It adds such like a nice coverage. It's a medium cover. Actually, I think I could build this up to a full coverage easily. I think it's pretty full what I'm wearing right now. I have a bunch of freckles on my face and you can't even really tell. Maybe a little bit, but I think this one's around the $10 mark as well. I will link all of the products down in the description box that I talk about so you can check them out there. This has a nice pump. It has a glass packaging, and it's awesome. Drugstore is kicking it up with their pumps. Every single one has a pump except for that Rimmel one that I have mentioned. So that is a bonus. I really like this a lot. I've only worn it a few times, but every time I wear it, I really like it. And today I'm like, yes, this is good. And I did do a to check it ready with me with this video. So or with this face. I have a few newer ones. Well, actually, let's talk about this one. This is the L'Oreal True Match. I just cannot get into this foundation. I don't know what it is. I had a too dark shade. I had like W3, and now I have N2 Classic Ivory. It's still really light for me. I should just have like W2, but I don't know. A lot of people like this because it's like a natural foundation, but I don't know. This has SPF 17. I just can't get into it. I don't know why. It's just, I don't know what it is. I just cannot get into this foundation. So I really am not a huge fan. I've only tried it a few times. By a few, I mean like 2. I'll have to play around with it a little bit more, but I just cannot get into it. I don't know why. I just can't. So this has never been one of that I really liked, but I do feel like I haven't given it a fair shot yet. So I'm still gonna try it out. I still am not gonna like bash on it because I haven't really given it a fair shot, but from what I've tried, it's not my favorite. It's not like terrible, but it's not my favorite. This is the Rimmel Clean Finish Foundation. I have it in the shade 130 True Ivory. This is just a little bit light. I think like honestly my perfect shade is this Rimmel one. Like that's like the perfect shade for me. This is a little light, I'm pretty sure, especially in the winter. Well, it is light right now, but even in the winter. This comes with a weird applicator. It's like this flask. It's kind of like the Wet n Wild one. The what, Photo Focus? No, yeah, I don't know what it's called. But yeah, so this is like $2 or $3. I got this at Walmart. Okay, this is not a bad foundation, but it's really not the best. I mean, it's pretty lightweight, and I don't know. I just don't love this. I have foundations that I like better. It's not bad, but it's really not anything to like shout about, and that's why I don't ever talk about it in my videos, because I'm just like, it's okay. Like a really natural day, like in the winter or something or whatever, then I might wear this, but it's definitely not like the longest wearing foundation, and it's not like the best out there. But if you're wanting something a little bit more inexpensive and something that's not going to be necessarily long wearing, but just something for if you had to have it on for a few hours, you might like this. I don't know. Okay, the next is e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation. It doesn't have the name on it. I have this foundation in the shade Buff, which is too dark for me, I know. And it actually has like this squirting applicator. It's kind of funny. It's a little bit thicker of a foundation. It's a nice full coverage, but it's not like the best. I feel like it might be a little heavy on my skin, to be honest. I'm not into these full coverage foundations. The only time I would actually wear that is if I'm filming. This foundation is definitely my shade now. It's not my winter shade, but I did have Buff in this foundation, and it was so freaking dark. The Buff in this foundation is not the same as this. I'm just telling you right now, because this foundation, like this Buff, like I could wear that right now. I could definitely pull that off right now. But the Buff in the, actually I might even have it. Let me look. The Buff in this foundation is so dark. Buff in the Acne Fighting, that is Buff in this one, the Flawless Finish. Do you see that difference though? Like, what the heck? Like, I don't even know how I picked this shade out at the store. Like, what the heck was I thinking, honestly? Like, I'm never gonna be that shade ever in my entire life. Never. This Buff I can work with, this I can't. A couple new things. This is a mix-in drops. These are the Hard Candy Glamouflage mix-in pigment drops. I have it in the shade Fair 2. I know there's a couple different fairs, but this is like the second lightest, I'm pretty sure. This is not bad. I think that it works really well when I mix it in with my foundations to lighten it, because I have quite a few foundations that are too dark for me. I really do like this one a lot. I actually should get one that's a little bit darker, because then I can mix it in with foundations like this that might be a little too light for me, or this right now. But yes, I really like that for mixing, and they're not too expensive. One that's new to me is the N07 Stay Perfect Foundation. This has SPF 15. I have it in the shade Cool Ivory. This is not the right shade for me at all. Like I told you, this has a pump. I'm really bad with shades. Like, I don't, so bad. You can see that? I tried mixing it with this, and if I add enough drops, it works fine, but I just need to get a whole new shade. I've heard so many great things about it, so I really do want to try it, but I have not tried it because it's the wrong shade. This is the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse in the shade Light 2 or Classic Ivory. It's literally like a moussey form. It's really weird, really weird. Like it comes off kind of chunky. So I'm like literally like, how do I blend this on my face? So I literally like went like this and then I blended in with my beauty blender. So I wore this yesterday. This was not a bad foundation. I actually didn't mind it yesterday. I thought the shade wasn't gonna be the greatest, but it actually wasn't bad at all. It made my skin like look good and it made it matte. I've only worn this once, which was all day yesterday. But one thing I noticed is like, I feel like if I touched my face, it was like coming off. And a lot of foundations do that. This one's not though. But like this one, I could kind of tell, like even if I was like moving, like I felt like I could just like blend it with my fingers like this. Like that's what I was doing yesterday. And I feel like it was just kind of like coming off a little bit. So I have to play around with it a little bit more. It doesn't have Hope's approval yet, but I didn't think it was like bad when I first used it. So I'll have to play around with it a little bit more. So this one's like still testing. I have the 2 BB creams and then I'm done. The Garnier Skinactive BB cream. I have it for oily combo. It has SPF 20 and I have it in the shade light medium. This is not a bad BB cream. It's one of my favorite ones that I've tried from the drugstore. It has nice coverage. You're supposed to reapply it every 2 hours, so it's not going to be the most long lasting. If I put a Becca Backlight Prime filter underneath and then I put this on top, I really like it. It makes it last a lot longer, and yeah, this is one of my go-tos, like if I want a BB cream. But also this one, this is like a light medium coverage. This one you can build up to at least a medium coverage. This is the Covergirl Clean Matte BB Cream. I have it in the shade 520 Light. I don't think this has any SPF in it, which is weird to me. Like, I always thought it did. I don't know why it doesn't. But I actually got this sent to me from Influencer, and I love this product so much. And I'm not saying that because it was sent to me. Like, when I got it in the mail, I was like, okay, it's matte for one, and for two, am I really gonna like this? I am obsessed with this. Like, I didn't think I would like it, and it is very good. It is nice medium to full coverage. I have not put this on in a while, and I really should. I really do recommend this. If you're wanting something just medium coverage, I recommend this to my friends who don't wear a lot of makeup, that this is just a nice medium coverage. You can build it up a little bit. You can't really get it to a full, I don't think, but it's like light to medium. It has a nice coverage and I just really like it. And it just looks good. It makes your skin look like skin. And I like it for more natural days or whatever. It's just awesome. So I love this. Oh my. Hope you guys enjoy and found this helpful. If you did, thumbs this video up. Let me know any other video request ideas you have in the comments. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.